Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again live for your 2024 Canadian Women's Championships here at Dooley's Saint-Hyacinthe, Quebec. It is your A-side finals. Myriam Lafranche versus Naomi Williams. These two have met prior. It is a rinse and repeat. This time in 8-ball for those that have not joined us all weekend long. We started with 10-ball, then went to 9-ball. We are now in 8-ball. And if you are just joining in, help us out, hit that share button. These ladies are locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. We're just waiting on Naomi. Looks like she is sharing the stream as well. Hit a milestone yesterday with all your help. 50,000 followers on Facebook. We appreciate it. Naomi stepping to the table with the break. She has been just crushing this head ball. We'll see if that holds true. And you are welcome, Jason. Appreciate you tuning in on YouTube. Lost the cue ball a little bit. Not going to get rewarded. This is going to bring Myriam to the table. You can see Naomi not happy. She lost the cue ball a little bit. However, it will bring Myriam Lafranche to the table. And I would probably have to say low ball for me here. A little bit of a tricky start. We'll probably start with the 7-ball. 7 to the top right hand. Draw back down for the 4 to the bottom left. A little bit forward for the 2-ball. Go back up table, and she is on the 3, the 1, the 6, the 5. She's on everything. So probably, in my estimation, 7-ball top right. She is going to go high ball. Oh no, she's starting 5-ball. This will also work. Looking at the 3, not sure if she's quite on the 3. 6 will pass. Bottom right-hand corner if she's not on that 3-ball. Kind of like to get rid of this 4-ball, 2-ball down at the bottom. 3 will pass that 7-ball. This can still work. 4 into the 10, or she can choose to change. Now go to the 3-ball, up to the 1. But I like saving that 1-ball to get onto the 8, or the 3 to shape the 8. Got to be above it to put the 8 into that bottom right-hand corner. She does call the 3, which means she's floating up here for the 8-ball, or sorry, for the 1-ball, I believe. Nice little tickle off the 7-ball, but caught it a little thin, which is why she went a little farther than what she had anticipated. She can push through this 7-ball without scratching. It's far enough, just far enough. That will put her onto the 4. She'd have to float it though. Doesn't want to overhit that 7 into the bottom right-hand corner. Could also take the cut on the 4 ball. But the 7 is the way. Nice pocket weight shot puts her in on the 4. 4 will pass to that bottom left hand. Little on the outside. She was even onto the 2.
Fashionably late.
Oh, you're fashionably late, but
Perfectly on time.
perfectly on.
Didn't miss
Excuse me.
anything.
Nope, I haven't missed a game yet.
No, and I got here just in time to see that she didn't make that ball.
Nope.
She's not running out the first rack.
She had the opportunity to.
I would say that's big trouble right away in game 1 because
Oh, yeah.
Naomi is going to be on an absolute mission
Yep, looking for revenge.
to not make it to the A final 3 times and end up on the B side.
Yep.
You know she wants this real bad.
Yeah, she does.
And
she was put to the B side courtesy of Miriam Lafranchise.
Lafranchise.
Lafranchise. I
I
knew.
You were close.
I was close.
I'm glad you're already forgetting it.
Oh,
That
I
means I
totally
got a
am.
chance, like,
Yep.
that you won't call me that forever.
Oh no, it's gonna get sunk in over the next couple of
I'm
days.
going to be
and then,
Lafranchise for
you
sure.
are
It's just
going
going to
to-
be cheese.
It's just gonna be cheese. Lafranchise. That's Ben's new nickname.
But yeah, she was, I think, in the 10 ball, right? She was put to the B side
Yeah.
by Miriam.
Yep.
In the 9 ball, she was put to the B side by none other than Brittany Bryant in the final. So this is a repeat of the 10 ball final, 10 ball A side final, and the 10 ball final.
Yep.
You know, she wants revenge, but she'd also just love to be in the final without doing the extra work.
That's right. The final is kind of where you want to be.
And it's more than just the money, and it's more than just the title. It's more than just the jacket and the trophy. There's a trip to the World Championship, which could be worth a lot more than any of those things I just mentioned.
Jerry, we were told it was La Franchise
By her.
by her. That's how you pronounce.
Hard for her to get it wrong.
Yes. Same, Ben. Same. Fashionably late.
LaFranc.
You're allowed.
Shies.
Y'all are allowed.
I was just pulling a Richard.
And thank you,
There's
Susan.
there's another word for Richard too, for what I did there. Comes with move after it.
Yeah.
It was a Richard move. Yeah.
We couldn't do it without you, Susan. We hit a milestone yesterday. As I was saying, we finally did it. We crossed over, Ben. 50,000 followers on Facebook
I thanked everybody else, but I never thanked you, Grant,
for
for the 50K. Like, man, the countless hours and slaving away and coming up with new ideas and keeping it fresh and the good commentary. I mean,
the
couldn't
good
have done it
comment-
without you, that's
well,
for sure.
Really, the good commentary is really I just get to parlay off what you do.
Well, we both feed off each other quite well, I find.
I think so. It's the compliment I'm getting all the time is
Yeah,
when
that
you or I are on the mic.
I get it all the time too. Yeah, that we feed off each other. Maybe it's the 8 years of
working
experience
together.
and
Yeah.
spending too much time together. But what people don't know is that Grant and I talk about pool just like this all the time when we're not on the mic.
That's right.
Just constantly trying to figure out how we could make the game better for our kids. Really,
A lot of what I do is because of that.
the motivation is because we both have kids that play.
It's true.
They love the game already, and they're so young, you know.
Well,
so
and I mean-
got to nurture that.
I've got ambitions that are. I mean, it would make your head spin if I was to.
Well, not mine, but
No, because yours I've already
you
clipped
already
your mind.
spun my head around.
But I do have ambitions to get a few things done, and it's because my boys play. And when they grow up, if they decide they want to play pool for a living, I want it to mean something. So
Oh my good! You see her twist there? You see? I could see it from up here. That's
Yep.
the first time I've seen her. And look at her straight back down in the stroke. Because what happened there? That's a big twitch that I haven't seen her do.
Yeah.
In day one, she was mishitting balls and trying to figure out her timing. And since then, it's been perfect. But that was a twist.
Yes.
And I mean, I guess if there was ever a good time for it to happen, it's game 1 and then
Yes.
not game 11.
Her name in English is The Franchise. However, she pulled us aside and said, proper pronunciation of my name is La Franchise.
She could very well just be my new favorite female Canadian player. I'm sorry, Brittany. It's just meant to be.
It is.
Her last name is literally my nickname.
That's right.
I didn't choose this.
Nope. It was assigned to Ben. Benny the Franchise Francis.
This was not a choice of mine. I actually mentioned the guy earlier, excuse me, that came up with that. It was the guy who dropped his cue and it exploded on Hidden Spot's floor. It was Chris Weinberger, of all people.
I didn't know that's who came up with it.
It stuck. We were playing Vegas, you know, with like Johnny, Pay Pompey, and Jesse or whatever, so they made it stick. And I didn't mind it because I had never heard of anybody else having it.
Susan
Original is
Jaroux
good.
says, I am Miriam's mother and very proud, as you should be.
No doubt. You raised a gem of an individual. Not only is she a super shooter,
completely.
but she is such a good sport and so great for this game.
Yep. The thing is usually you don't get the full package, right? Where she's got the timing, she's got the shot, she's got the pre-shot routine, she's got the patience, she is
Mental, the focus,
full
the killer
package.
instinct,
Yeah.
and then the most important thing of all of those is she's like a really good sport.
Yeah.
She's like super supportive of all the other girls around her.
Yep.
Yeah. You did well, Susan.
Yes, you
well.
did. And yes, please do excuse all my bastardization of French words.
And there you go. Susan, being her mom, would maybe know how to pronounce it properly, and she said it's pronounced like cheese.
like cheese.
So there's a good chance with that thick French accent of Miriam's that it sounded like cheese.
Yes.
I don't think they pronounce the CH very well together, to be
Yes.
honest. It's not
It's
really,
not a ch.
they don't have that in their
No.
repertoire, right?
It's sh.
It's always so SH and CH have the same sound. What's going on over here? Is Natalie up 4-1? Can you see that score over there? Is it 4-1 already?
4-1 for Natalie Chabot.
Chabot going to work in this tournament. Man, did she
Yes.
play good yesterday? And she's looking to follow that up with another great performance here.
Indeed. Joanne Ashton, the Calgary hometown hopeful, up 2-1 over Paris.
Natalie Chabot wins this match, and she's through to the final 8 to play Maureen Soto, which, I mean, you got to kind of favor her a little there.
And
To get to the final 6 again
Yep.
in back-to-back tournaments, that would be,
Pretty amazing.
yeah, really well done for Natalie. This match isn't over yet, but 4-1, you got to like her chances. Meanwhile,
Oh, we got, is that sister? Manon Giraud? Her nickname is Eye of the Tiger. We knew that.
I love that because
Yeah.
she does. She has it. She has that eye of the tiger. She looks super focused all the time, lasered.
Well, and what I really love about her game is she does not pull the trigger until she's 100%.
But without playing slow.
Yeah.
Like, not even near slow.
Yep.
She's got a really great pace. Like, it's almost on the quicker side,
well, I mean,
but she still
walks
doesn't
with,
fire right away.
Yeah, she walks with such confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good to see.
Yeah, she's been impressive to watch this week. And I
Right.
don't think we're done watching her yet.
No, I would have to agree.
Winner of the 10 ball. She got 4th in the 9 ball yesterday. Pretty good showing.
Yep. 6-1.
Guaranteed a minimum 3rd here after just beating Brittany again.
Now, will she take the 7? or the 3 next?
I think the 1-7-2-3.
I think it might depend on the angle she gets on the 7.
Yeah, but the 1-3-7-2 is just as fine, right?
Yep.
I don't hate that.
Just because with the 3 ball,
Okay, 7
It's,
for sure, because she's
yeah.
on the wrong side of the 3.
yeah. 7-2-3-8.
Yeah, the 3 leads to the 8, so nice, right? Touch of left spin here, I think, required.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just push
she
it
hit
straight through it.
perfect. She
Yeah.
hit it perfect. Nice angle here. And this is the nice thing about her game, too. She knows where she needs to be on this 3,
Yeah.
but she goes over to double check.
Hopefully I say this correctly, but Karine is the cousin to Miriam. So proud. I would be too, I'll tell you.
She overrun this by quite a bit, and now she's going to have to take a tougher shot on the 8, I think.
Well, can she come around?
She's going to draw into the 15.
Oh, I don't know. I like going forward here. A couple of rails, avoid the 13 and the 9 ball. But she knows best.
Yeah, these girls know best, because I think maybe
Well, this
she
will-
didn't do that. It's going to slide too much on the first rail, and then maybe take her into the back of the 13 or something like that. This will work, though. Yeah, she's a sniper from this distance.
She pots so well. It's unreal.
She's been sniping them in on the long pots. This is a big shot already in this match, let alone this match, this tournament.
I love it. Just gets down, gets set. If she's not comfortable, just stands back up, pulls the trigger when she's 100%. Book. Eye of the tiger.
Pow. Right
Eye
in the
of
heart.
the tiger. Yeah, it doesn't even whisper by that pocket.
Nice out. Putting
So
it on
well
Naomi
done.
right away.
Yeah. She came to play.
But we've seen time and time again Naomi coming back at them.
Oh, yeah.
And just the right amount of firepower, just the right amount of killer instinct that she keeps. She was super pumped when she beat Vero. She gave a
I
big
bet.
come on. And you don't see that as much from her because she's used to winning lots, right?
Of course.
But you could tell how much that one meant to her. She wanted this next
Well,
match
I mean,
badly.
let's be honest, Vero Menard she's no joke.
And it was a battle. It was a battle to the point where it looked like Vero was going to be on the hill 4-3. Made a big error, and then Naomi just punished her from there, end up winning 5-3. But when you think you're going to be down 4-3 and then you win 5-3, it feels like you won hill.
Of course, yeah.
It feels like you stole it, you know? Okay, so I think we've finally got to it's yes, she's.
Went from
to
cheese
cheese
to
to
yes,
cheese to
she's.
she's. It's back to she's.
cheesy.
To be honest, I think it sounds really nice. La Franchise.
La Franchise.
The sound, it's got a nice sound.
It does.
La Franchise sounds a little choppy.
It sounds a little, proper.
Yeah,
La
proper,
Franchise.
proper French, yeah.
Miriam has to be tired for sure, but she's not showing it at all.
And both these girls for sure. Naomi's been playing just as much.
Yep.
Just as much. Actually, almost identical amount, really.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Yeah. She's got more to play is the thing with Naomi. She's got this as well as the rest of the 9-ball. She's in the B-side final of the 9-ball.
Yep.
Oh, that might have been another reason she was a little pumped there at the end of that. I just thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
How about this for an angle, right? When she played Vero just now and beat her and fist bumped after.
Uh-huh.
It's to like, hey, we're playing in the 9-ball tomorrow too. Right?
I love it.
I think that might have had a...
Of course. I'm going to get in your head right
might
now
have been
for
a
tomorrow.
factor. Gotcha.
I would consider these ladies athletes, no question. This is... Ben and I haven't even done nothing. We just kind of sit here all day, and it's hard work for us. Never mind. I haven't hit a ball.
Yeah, I feel like I've ran
I feel like
a marathon a day.
Yep.
But
would
yeah,
agree.
the pool players are athletes.
No question.
Man, I wish everybody knew that.
It doesn't sound hard what we do just to sit here and talk all day.
Oh, it sounds easy, yeah. I used to think, too, like, oh, that sounds like fun. And it is fun, but it didn't sound like a lot of work before. But it is work.
Yeah, it's hard on the voice.
It's just fun work, though.
Yeah.
It is fun.
I do enjoy it.
But I can't even sit anymore. It's been 4 days of sitting. I just can't sit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. This is why I turned my chair around. Give my back a stretch.
I've been leaning on this railing for for a couple days, like try to sit in every which way.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would have thought?
I don't know how my feet are sore from sitting as long as what I have been.
Got no blood flowing to them.
But my feet are sore. My back
Welcome
is
to
sore.
my life. Never have blood flowing in my feet when I'm sitting.
Yeah, I got to turn. Oh,
Uh-oh.
The weight got it.
Yeah, well, the weight got her all right. She overran it. She overran it. The weight got the ball in, but...
Well, I think she can pot the 15 and still bump the 2 out of the way.
Yeah, because you don't really want to shoot the 12s.
No, not from there.
Not jacked up. So she will shoot the 15.
And we watched her hit one of these earlier, and she hit it just pure.
Well, the nice thing here is when you're close to the ball, it's a little easier to see the edge.
Yeah. Joanne Ashton. Oh, look at where the 2 ended.
You think the Quebec crowd likes Joanne
Right.
Ashton? They love her.
So here's the shot, Ben. Do you take this 12 ball to the top right and try to shape up the 13?
She's like, Joanne looks up here like, do you guys happen to have a camera on this table too? No? Darn it. She just made a TV shot.
Right?
Apparently, we didn't get to see it. We're watching the wrong table.
Yeah.
Ooh. Where's the cell phone stream when you need it for one time?
What was the shot? Just a
Some
kick
kind
in?
of Z kick.
Oh,
He said like 2 rails
a
and then
double.
kicked it in the back.
The double kick. Hey, look who's back. David Wilson.
In the famous words of Mark Delisle, slacker. Hashtag slacking.
Yeah, talking to yourself, doing the stream by yourself is sometimes a little rough.
It can be because you
uh,
got to talk a little more.
Yeah, both Ben and I have done that a ton.
Oh, yeah. And you guys make it enjoyable. I
Yeah.
actually don't mind it at all because I think when I'm doing it by myself, they chat more because they know, hey, we got to like keep Ben awake here.
That's right.
So you guys are pretty good at keeping me entertained when it's not the pool like this. How can you not be entertained by this? Oh.
Nice attempted cover on the 2.
Oh, she fouled.
Oh, and the foul.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That only happens with fatigue. That kind of
Completely.
error like that, not only to foul, but to miss hit the 13. The whole rack went astray.
Yeah.
She's struggling out there a bit.
Well, and I'm kind of wondering when everybody was cheering for Joanne, it was when she was shooting that shot.
It was.
And
This is the fun thing about pool.
Might have got a little bit distracting.
This is the fun thing about pool is it's always testing your focus and your patience and your mental fortitude, you know?
I don't know if I like the combo. I think I like taking the 3 to the bottom right and just using the angle to break that 1-8.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, but I think she plays these combos all the time.
Well,
it looked like it.
she had the 2-way in mind all day long. Look
Yeah.
at where that
Froze.
cue ball is.
Froze behind the 8. She almost rather not even make it because then you get like another ball in hand and you get over there and work on the 2 easily.
Mm-hmm.
Although this is just as easy. She's got 7 over the hole. She's got the 4 in a nice spot.
Yeah. Probably another combo here, the 5-7.
Yeah, because it stops you on the 6 nicely, I think.
Yeah. Just hit this hard enough to clear the 5 ball or light enough.
Not too hard that it goes down beneath the 13.
Yeah, exactly.
Too, yeah. I like that she rolled it. She knew she was staying on the 5.
Yeah.
Maybe the 4 in the top right corner, or maybe just stop there and shoot the 6 next.
Yeah,
No, she might be a little off angle for that.
She might be able to cheat this and kind of force the angle to put the 4 in the same pocket. Then you're on the 2, the 6, and the 8.
And good evening, by the way, David. And Jerry
Indeed.
knows what's up. He's done radio.
Yeah, I can say I've never done radio before, but I may as well have.
I did a radio interview once.
Yeah,
Yeah, in PEI
I was on TV once.
with Ryan, and I never got to see it or hear it. Like they never sent it to us.
Oh, nice go short side on the 4 ball. Yeah, I was on TV once as a kid. I was on Kid Street.
Wow,
Me and my brother.
nice, nice.
You remember that back in the day?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't think we scored a single point.
No, that's all right. That's not what you're there for.
No, it was just a fun time.
Yeah.
That's all it was. She is going to take the 6 with a little bit of left-hand draw.
I'm surprised, but I
Yeah.
guess the 2 to the 8 isn't that bad. Looks to be okay, right?
Well, she might take the 2 next. Nope.
I think she's figured out like the easiest ball to get to from the 2 is actually the 8. She didn't want to shoot the 4 and then try to get from the 2 to the 6.
Yeah.
She figures getting from the 2 to the 8 is easier than from the 2 to the 6. That makes sense to me too.
Mm-hmm. Really, there's...
Ooh, Andrew Nicklin got you with the rib shot there, Grant. Kid Street on the black and white TV.
Oh, hey, I know I'm old, but... Yeah, it was definitely back in the day.
Grant says, "Nice to see you too, Andrew.
Yeah.
How you doing?"
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Naomi coming over to take a look. Fair enough.
Yeah, there's tons of room there. Lots of room. Nothing to worry about over here.
Worth looking at.
Yep.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah, she did get a little straight on that ball, right? So she wasn't willing to try to pound it and cheat it.
Well, it sounded like she kind of miscued it a little bit.
Is Joanne just making TV shots over here? What's
Apparently.
going on? We're missing all the tournament
Yeah,
top shots over
This
there on the
game's
wrong
all
table.
serious, and they're all partying over on the other table.
Apparently, they should have put the A final over there. Yeah, tough to focus through that, right?
Yeah.
You know what, though? I will say it's almost nice that it evened out there.
Yep.
Because I feel like you were right that they kind of got Naomi, not intentionally, and then there's no harm there.
No.
It's not that they got her. It's just that the timing was bad. But
Yeah.
it's almost nice that if that was the case, then it maybe evened out there. Although that was 10 out of 10 tough shot. It could have been silent in here, and that shot might have been just as hard.
Yeah.
They're loving Joanne over
The
there.
crowd goes wild again for Joanne for potting an 8-ball.
Man, Steven wasn't kidding when he said these Quebec folk, they're electric. The energy's great. I love that.
Well, no choice here. 14 it is for Naomi. Over and back.
Yeah, but she's got to be loving this. I mean, she shouldn't have been shooting this
No,
rack
I
after she
agree.
made the mistake. Nice. She's so good at that shot. How many times have we seen her just rip that shot to perfection?
Mm-hmm. And again, nothing to do. Pot the 13. You might come off the second rail. Float down for the 8 to the bottom right-hand corner.
We haven't had a pocket cam shot for a while. Maybe we can get a
We can get one right
good
now.
view of how deadly laser focused this lady is when she's down on the ball.
Welcome to the pocket cam.
She's got the eye of the tiger, too. She's not the only one with the eye of the tiger.
Right in the face. How do you like that?
On the board, she needed that. She really needed that. Miriam to break. I thought it was Naomi's break. Nope. I guess it would be Miriam's break.
Yeah. Yes, the pocket cam. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it is a pretty sweet shot.
Definitely fun. Takes away the need for a cameraman to get over there and distract her.
That's right.
Because that's usually what it is. And the pool players, they literally just have to get used to it.
That's it.
It's not like somebody's going to tell the cameraman, hey, when they're shooting towards you,
Right?
don't move.
Yeah.
And the guy's like moving. There's a little light that comes on.
Oh, yeah. And then they zoom right in on your face.
Oh, yeah. And if you can focus through that, you can focus through a lot. But this pocket cam's a little handier than
It's
that.
a little sneaky.
She didn't even
Second
know
ball
we did.
break makes a ball in the side pocket, the 3 ball to be exact.
Sometimes with this second ball, it can look like this, but it can actually be handy that they all stick together close by. You don't have to move the cue ball a lot.
Yeah.
And stripes actually don't look that bad.
No, they're not terrible. If you can get out from underneath after taking this 15 ball, it's laying pretty nice.
Like the 14, does it pass in the top left? That would be a game changer, because then
Oh,
you
it
could just kind
definitely
of
goes.
stun in between the 6-7 after the 15.
Yeah, it definitely goes to that top left-hand corner.
I think she's seen it too. You know what? She just went over there and looked a bit.
Yeah.
But she's looking at something else here, the 13, which maybe has the gap between the 9-12. No,
Yeah, but are you ever going to get better on the 15?
doubtful. That's what I'm thinking. And you can be on the 13 at any time.
Yep. Right, where if, like you said, even just a stun there, the 14 goes.
Yeah, she'd probably love to get a little closer. She might even go forward. Oh,
How about a
into it.
bump?
Oh, that's genius.
How about a
That's
bump?
really, really smart. Because my thought, she was going to have a tester of a shot on that 14. And this way,
Oh, she's down in on the 10 if
she's
she wants.
got no testers at all.
14 to the side, down to the 10 ball.
I kind of like maybe shooting the 9, just because of where the 11 is. Maybe the 9 is kind of blocking some angles there. Like
Yeah, potentially.
congesting things a little.
She could even cut the 12 ball in and bump the 9.
Yeah, that's actually a really good shot. That's actually a really smart shot, because she's going to deal with one of the tough balls, the 12, while she's on the correct side of it, you know?
Yep. And
Like-
then push the other trouble up table.
Yeah.
And she's on everything.
And she's on everything. Yeah. This girl knows how to play 8-ball.
Oh, yeah.
She deceived us a little at the start.
I think so.
I think she was hustling us, trying to get some side bets going, try to get the rail involved.
Right? A mistake for leaving the 2 for last, potentially.
Yeah. That certainly could have been the thing. How about when she played that little combo at the start from ball in hand and made it, but
Right.
froze up on the 8?
Yep.
How about don't try to make it if you're going to freeze up on the 8?
Yep.
That might have been an option. And then just you get another ball in hand, or you get down there easier, right?
Yeah, I kind of thought she would take that 2 out 3 or 4 balls ahead of when she did.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of figured it would be the easiest ball to get on the 8, but not if you land straight.
Yep.
And not if Naomi comes over to put a little pressure on you by looking at it, right?
Yeah.
To just give you the, hey, don't hit it funny. I'm watching.
Well, she's got a couple of options here. She can back cut the 11. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like going for this 10 ball. Because I don't think anything passes to that bottom left-hand corner.
The 9 maybe. But I don't think so either. I think all she's really got is the 10 here. She ran out of position. She had this looking pretty good for her.
She did. 9 will pass to the right side. 14 goes to the corner. So the future of taking the 10 ball is good.
And the 11 goes in this bottom right.
I think the 10 ball's the shot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and go over there. That's where I'm at. Go over to that left side rail, middle diamond, and you should have the 9 in the side.
Yeah, and once you get to that spot,
You're out.
yeah, fish in a
it's,
barrel.
and it's the simplest way to hit the 10,
Yeah,
right? You're not loading up with spin.
Nope.
You're not doing anything crazy. You're not overhitting it, underhitting it. It's just that nice medium speed.
yeah.
Touch of inside maybe, helps it a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the cut. She is going to... Yes. Good choice. Very, very, very good choice
Mark
here.
White would be proud.
Indeed, he would be.
Mark White would be proud that you're using the rest. Thick. Caught it
She
wicked
caught it
thick.
Real thick.
And how big is this for Naomi when it looked like it was going to be 3-0 and 3-1? Now all of a sudden she can get this to 2-2, just like that.
Yeah, it should be 3-0.
Could very well be 3-0.
The shoulda, woulda, couldas of pool.
Yeah, it's, people say this to me all the time. They're like, oh, I should have been. And I'm like, well, I shot first that game.
Yeah.
Like Naomi shot first both
Yep.
those games.
Yep.
Right? So she could have been 2-0, 3-0, right?
Yep.
It depends who you ask.
That's right. And when you ask.
And when. Yeah, that's right.
Although I will say, Naomi doesn't have a whole lot to start with here. Maybe the 4 ball play to the 2-6
Yeah.
combo.
The 4 is fine, and the 2-6 is pretty dead.
Then I play the 1 ball.
Yeah.
Trying to get the 1 ball out of there.
Yeah, or she can get kind of over on the 5. But yeah, she's looking good here to get this to 2-2.
Yeah.
And David Wilson, not quite the third hot seat match, but they've matched up lots. It's the second hot seat match. Naomi played Brittany Bryant in the hot seat of the 9 ball last night.
But Naomi and Miriam certainly mainstays.
Oh man, I'm so glad this
in
guy
these
is coming
finals.
by when
Yeah,
he is, and
come
not
on,
a couple minutes
walk
earlier.
on through.
He looked like if Naomi stayed down on the ball longer, I was thinking, shoot quick,
Yeah.
shoot.
Don't worry about it. There's only a championship going on.
Yeah, no way to know, really. Should maybe have some chairs around, just block that off a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Couldn't hurt. But, I mean, Saturday night. Saturday night in this popular pool room. It's going to get busy in here, I believe.
I agree. Nice side on the 1 ball. That takes her naturally to the 2.
Yeah, trying to decide if she'll shoot the 8 in the corner or the side.
Our hometown hopeful getting the job done. Now up 4-1 over Paris.
Yeah, and it looks like Natalie Chabot is at the table, going to finish off that match. She's up 4-2. Both those matches to get into the final 8. Wow.
Naomi looking good for 2 apiece.
And what a turnaround. What a turnaround.
Natalie Chabot getting the job done. She moves through. I believe against Lena.
Nice job, Natalie. Coming with it this week.
She sure is. Maybe Naomi taking this 8 ball to the corner?
Yeah, I think she just took an extra second because of the cheers there, Didn't want to get rattled by that again.
Nope, into the side.
Deuces.
Into the side with you.
Deuce, deuce. Did she just hold her hand up to her ear, I think, after that? Yeah? Anybody gonna clap for me? I love that. Oh, that was really great.
Yeah. Although I will say, Naomi, you from Toronto. We are in Montreal.
Yeah, my favorite line of the weekend is Joanne saying, I know where I am.
Right? I know where I'm at.
I know what province I'm in, you guys.
You are in en français.
Now, big shout out to the great sponsors of this event, Perfect Rack. You see them using it on the table here. And then we got the Winning Stroke, Doolies, CBSA, and of course, big shout out to Vero Menard for all her hard work.
Yeah.
Event's going off without a hitch, I think.
Well, I can tell you, in the players' meeting, she is the hostess with the mostest.
I was taking notes.
Yep.
I was taking notes. That's how it's done. That is how it's done. Even today, she said, you know, she's been thanking the room every day, Doolies, right?
Yeah.
But then today she took an extra second near the end and she said, because Elvis is here this morning for the first time this week,
Yeah.
then she brought him over and give him a proper thanks. Thought it was a really nice touch.
Yeah. I would agree.
All square at 2, and she is not going to hit second ball. She likes to rip this head ball break.
Oh, yeah. She likes to murder that head ball. Is
Nothing
there a ball?
happening, though.
Nope. Nothing heading towards a hole.
That might be why we're seeing a couple of these girls, or a few of them, including Brittany, hitting second ball.
I'll tell you what, if that 12 passes the 8 ball,
Pretty sure it does.
oh my goodness.
My solids look pretty good too, and the 8 goes. Pretty sure.
Yep.
Pretty
if
sure.
If not, you can just take the 7 right now.
Yeah, I actually would do that. I would take the 7 and nudge it a little. And I like solids mostly because of where the 13, 14, 10 are.
Yep.
Those balls kind of block each other a little bit.
I think the 13 does pass the 14. However,
On the camera, it looks like no chance.
oh, maybe
It'd
not.
be really, really tight to the point where you probably wouldn't shoot it. You'd probably lay up underneath it.
Yeah, she's
You'd shoot
going,
the 14 and lay up underneath it. But
going
these
into
these
going into
solids
this
look
8
real
ball.
nice.
I think she is. Nope, went on top.
Oh, I know. I think she was trying to nudge that. I'm pretty sure. Because it made sense, right? It
Yep.
made the most sense to nudge it. Then you get the magic rack out of there, the perfect rack,
Yep.
and you're on the 6, right?
I might take that perfect rack out right now.
Yeah, wiggle it out of there. She hasn't been known to do that, though.
Nope, she's just played right over top of it.
Yeah.
It has no issue with
bet.
her, or she has no issue with it.
I bet she has one at home. I bet she's got one of these at home.
Yeah.
And she just practices with it all the time and
Yep,
just
just leaves
get
it.
used to leaving it sitting there, you know. Joshua Emperado, welcome.
Kuya.
It's Filipino for a friend,
Ah.
roughly translated. Joshua could probably give us a better explanation than that, but yeah, it's like it's almost like a respectful way to call it, like not quite sir, but like
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Something along those lines.
Along those lines.
I might have to jump off here for a minute.
Ooh, that might have got everybody excited. Tray full of tequilas.
Yeah, a tray full of tequila for
Is that why you got to
sure.
jump off? You got to chase that guy down? No.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, you can go use the little boys' room.
Yep,
You're allowed.
that is exactly it.
Well, it looks like this can be a long match. We're only 4 games in. It's 45 minutes.
Yep. All right. There's too many chords. One a trip.
We got a couple of chords. Just a couple. He did it. He escaped. Oh, there you go. It's like brother. Like big brother, but a respectful way. Yeah, that's kind of how I read the definition of it too. Something along those lines. Final four at the Euro Open is nice. Woodward, Kraus, SVB, and most importantly, Joshua, your boy, Chua. Chua having a good run. I personally would love to see Kraus or Chua snap that off. I mean, Sky and SVB win all the time. It's nice to root for somebody else once in a while. Miriam looking good here. Just gotta bounce out for a little position on the 6. Or does she shoot the 6 first? Does the 5 go by the 9? If the 5 goes by the 9, or if she can get straight in the side pocket, then maybe, just maybe, she'll play the 6 first. And she is going to play the 6 first, so she's got to land pretty precise on this. Yeah, Kraus played a good match against Littleco. Kraus played a couple of super matches. He beat Albin 10-2 this morning. Look out, look out. Don't do it to her. Oh, it did it to her. Man, the wheels have fallen off after up 2-0 here. She needs a miracle kick, or this one's slipping away. She needs a miracle kick shot here. We've seen her kicking all kinds of balls in. I love that she takes her time. This is kind of similar to the one I talk about all the time. If you remove the 5, oh, she hit the 8. I was thinking if you remove the 5, you just scratch. But what a turnaround for Naomi from down 2-0. Pool Lab sponsored Naomi Williams with a chance to gain her first lead of this match. Looks like Paris hanging about against Joanne over there. She's got it to 4-2. Maureen and Natalie Chabot about to start. Yeah, not much stopping Naomi here. It's got to be handy to have that long of a reach. Actually, I prefer to reach over like that than use the rest, definitely. The leg up on the table just helps the balance a little, helps you reach a little further. Nice draw with the running spin. A little short of ideal, but this is going to work just fine. I think she would have loved to just be dead straight on the 9, just kind of stop it there, but she might just shoot a different ball. 15 or the 11. I think it's probably the 15. This is all assuming the 12 goes. If the 12 goes, then she can shoot the 15. The 11 in the side where she's looking. And maybe the 9-12 looks like a good ender. And this is the A-side final of the Canadian Women's 8-ball championship. Do us a favor, you guys. Click that share button and click the thumbs up on the YouTube. Yeah, Joshua, these camera angles are a little deceiving, but after she shoots this, let me show you the overhead a little. Pretty sure that ball will go by the 8. Pretty sure. It's where we need a pocket cam in every pocket. Getting spoiled by this pocket cam. If it doesn't go, she can definitely crash into it right here. Just nudge it a little. I think she goes into the top side of it. It actually plays quite nice. Pretty natural, I think, to just chip it a little. Look out. No way did she just do that. No way did she just do that. Say what? She caught that super punchy anyway. She was like right underneath that stripe. Yikes. OMG is right, my friend. OMG is right. Wow. Justin Grant, welcome back. Paris grinding away there. Down 4-2 to Joanne Ashton, but she was down 4-1. So she can't be hating life right now, and she's made her way into the money round here against Joanne. She's guaranteed a couple of bucks for 9th through 12th. You know she wants a little more than that, but can't be too upset, right? Especially if you get knocked out of the tournament by Joanne a couple times. A couple of tournaments getting knocked out by Joanne wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Joanne's a very well-known super Canadian female player. Ball on the side. Look out, cue ball. Leg kick, keep it out. I like the body English. Did she make a ball? Thought I saw a ball go on the side. 3, 6, 7. Nope. Okay, fair enough. Might be actually the best thing for her. Because this is a tricky out. Can she make the 3 in the side and develop the 6 a bit? Still be on the 4. I think that's what she's looked at. That's what she's playing here. Oh, punched behind it and froze up on the 13. Yeah. Big time, Man, that is going to really frustrate her a lot. If she wasn't already on tilt from punching that 8 in the last game. Yeah, Josh, I'm with you on that. It looked like she punched it over there, you know, right onto the 8. She's asked if they need a referee, and I don't think so. Should be pretty obvious, 13 moves. That's about all she could do from there, and hope she gets another shot in this game. Which is definitely not guaranteed when you let this lady at the table. Watch her pot this and break out the 14. No, she doesn't need to break out the 14. She needs to break out the 13. She could do that right now. Maybe, just maybe, pot the 15 and go into the 6 with the cue ball. Or she has the 10 and nudge the 13. How handy would that be? Well, I just heard Joanne say, sorry, Paris. And I look over, and all the balls are still on the table except for the 8. Except for the 8. She's sorry because Paris made the 8 out of turn to end the match. Joanne through to the final 8 players. Again.
Not the way she wanted to win.
Not really. Yeah, you can see Paris with the hand pointing at the table. How did it go in from there? That's often the case. You never see it coming, right?
Yep.
The 8's in the middle of the stack. It kisses off 4 balls and goes in somehow. Speaking of making the 8 out of turn, a little backdoor out for Naomi last game, and she punches into the, remember where the 12 was sitting near the 8 and we weren't sure if it went?
Yeah.
We think it did, but she ended up getting an angle where she was moving it and she punched it too much and punched the 8 right in the corner.
Oh, no.
Where it looked like she was stone cold out backdoor, right? Should have been up 3-2. And then this game, she pots a sweet opening shot on a solid and freezes on the backside of the 13 with nothing. You know that would frustrate her immensely.
Oh, no doubt.
And now it's the Miriam show again.
Yup.
Does
the 10 pass the 5 is the question.
Does the 13 split the gap? But then you would need the 10 to pass as well, right?
Yeah.
Next, I believe.
13 does pass. She's queuing into it.
Mm-hmm. Now it's the 10 in the side and nudge this.
Yep.
I think.
I agree.
Or if the 10 goes by the 5, then she can play the 14 off the 5 in the side next.
That is also true.
That would be the, oh, that's what she just looked at too. How about that? She's crafty, this one. She played this game before.
I'm telling you, she has definitely played her some 8-ball.
Oh, she's calling the 10 in the side off the 5. I don't know if that works.
Nope. That's
10,
too far.
Yeah, the 5 looks a little high for that.
Too far. You won't be able. You'd have to drill this thing almost at break speed
to get it to not follow through at all. Yeah. Well, and you can't hit it with bottom. The bottom spin makes it follow through too.
Yeah.
And she needed to, really.
Yeah,
couldn't hit it with top.
Nope.
I think she should have contemplated cutting it in and moving the 14 if that was the case.
Yeah.
Was a tricky layout. She did pretty good just to get to there, to be honest.
Well, she did pretty good. Rattled it. Caught the horn, double horn and out.
And Lolly says, go Naomi. There's lots of Ontario fans out there trying to cheer on Naomi. She needs all the support she can get. We're in Quebec.
Indeed.
And Miriam is very French.
Yes, she is.
Very much.
As we have found out.
French Canadian. We'll have to ask Vero whose birthday it is because she's been over there the whole time.
Yeah, no doubt. I think this is quite a frequent place for Vero.
Yeah, only about, what did she say, about half an hour from her house?
Yeah, 35 minutes.
Man, if I lived half an hour from here, I'd be here all the time.
Every day.
No doubt. Assuming there wasn't a leather pocket in the area.
Yeah. Just hire me, give me a cot.
Pretty much.
I'll just stay here.
Well, looking pretty good here to get it to 3-3, but that's what I said last game when she was supposed to get it to 3-2 ahead.
Well, I think she's going to cinch this one. Keep looking at this At this 7 ball, I kind of think she should do the 1, 2, 7, 8.
I agree. If this 7 ball is a little tight, then absolutely do that. If it goes clean, it's nice to shoot the short pockets under pressure, but don't have to, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was risky business.
It certainly was.
She didn't have to get there.
Nope. And she's made it a little bit tougher here now for the 8 ball. Because I think she's on the wrong side. She's going to have to spin a lot.
Where she's pointing, saying she's got it. She'll be okay. The 8 will go on both sides. That's handy.
Oh, she forced it over. Even better. I thought she was going to have to play forward.
She almost
Cheated the pocket, forced it over.
She forced it too far. She's sick with herself.
I think I'm playing into the bump.
Yeah, I think she has to. She's sick because she didn't think she could force it that far.
Yeah. Yeah, got to play the bump here.
Pretty sure.
The last thing you want to do is overhit this 2 and hook yourself on the 8 ball. Oh my goodness.
This is why she was sick with herself.
Yep. And that's why I think you had to play the bump there.
Well, I'm surprised she tried to go forward. I really didn't think that was on. Really didn't think that was on going forward like that. And she tried to steer it.
Yep.
Which tells me that it probably wasn't.
Is Joe still going? Yeah. She just won over Paris 5-2.
Yeah, I think she's going to play Natalie Jacob next.
And I think I favor Joanne in that match slightly.
Oh, absolutely. I think maybe more than slightly. But we might be a little biased.
Well, being she's our hometown, I would suggest that our bias is warranted. Yeah, Naomi is in tough here. Not the position she wants to be in. That is for sure.
Well, and maybe for the match life, because 4-2 down with the way Miriam's been playing.
Yeah, not the ideal position.
How
but it
tough
does go.
is this cut?
Goes in the side.
She's pretty good at these shots.
She sure
to be
is.
honest. She's such a talented potter of the ball.
Heart.
She's got a wicked eye, right? Look out, look out, look out, look out.
To the heart of the pocket. That's how you make it.
She said, do you see that? Take notes. I love that. Miriam was clapping on the table,
Yeah,
right? We mention it all the time, but I'm the biggest fan of that.
Me too.
Seriously, I just absolutely love that. Take 5, they said. Take 5.
Yep. 3 apiece.
Good timing for it.
It is a race to 2.
Wow.
Well, let's give you the 3-second tour around the place. How's that?
Awesome, awesome. Can you just mute me for a
Yeah,
second,
of course
too?
I can.
See
Yep.
if I can find a pop. You muted you.
I'd get to you.
But I caught it.
I'll get to you eventually. All right. Let's take you on the 3-second tour around Dooley's in Saint-Hyacinthe, Quebec. This is the mezzanine. This is the upstairs. It is the beautiful Rasson table at the start, followed up by 2 black gold crowns at that. On the right-hand side, just where those 2 dots are, that is where Ben and I are located. We get to look down over top of all 12 of the beautiful black crown tables. Next door to that, you can kind of see the glass there, kind of at the top right-hand side of the picture. That's where this is. Nice little seating area. It is raised above all of those tables. And then way in the back, you see those 2 tables in the back? That is these 2 tables right here. The 2 7-foots followed up by the 1 Predator 9-foot table hanging out in the back corner. An absolute amazing room. The trophies that these ladies are playing for, that is these guys right here. Some beautiful looking hardware. So they get the trophies, they get the cash, they get the trip, and this beautiful jacket. One for your champion, one for the runner-up. All made possible by the sponsors of the event. The biggest one, in my opinion, being Miss Vero Menard, putting in her own time, her own cash, alongside of Dooley's, the CBSA winning stroke, and the perfect rack. And of course, we couldn't do what we do without you all. So we appreciate you. I do have a promo going on right now with Jam Up Apparel. Only for our viewers. It is an exclusive one just for you guys that are joining us here on the live stream. With the release of our Cloud Soft material for all of our t-shirts, jump on over to Jam Up Apparel, grab yourself 4 shirts for the price of 3. You will need a promo code for that. That code is 2024 CWC. All caps, no spaces. They will become your favorite tees. Miriam is back, Naomi is back, and we are back in action. Yeah, super nice. This room is, Peter. And Alton makes me want to go to Canada, he says. And what a shot indeed. Mr. Francis back with us.
Naomi bringing it for sure. Parrish just came up to me. He said, sorry for like the other day when I didn't mean to offend you or anything. I said, no, not at all. She said, I didn't Stephen Holem. She said, I care about what you think.
Yeah,
of course. You don't need to care about what I think.
Yeah.
But I said, no, we're still friends. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I said, you didn't offend me at all. She said, what should I do next time in that situation? I said, if you can hear me, tell me, of course.
Yeah.
Tell me to shut up.
She came out to me outside and said the same thing. And I said, no, don't feel bad at all.
No.
Y'all can hear us, tell us.
No. We're just up here just trying to do them justice, right?
Yeah.
They're the show. If we're a little too loud, that's okay. Tell us, we'll
Well, and I
fix
think
it.
that was at the start, and we assumed we were up high enough. But I
That
think
was
the
exactly,
fans were
yeah.
blowing our messages down to them, because she told me outside that there was a few times I wasn't sure what to do, and I could hear Ben say, well, this is what I would do, and so that's what she did.
Well, after that first time, I
Yeah.
don't think she heard me again because I turned
No.
around. I was
Yeah.
like, not going to let it happen. Because I don't want to do that. That's the last thing we want to do.
No, for sure.
But I remember a famous time, I bring it up all the time, was I was playing in Red Deer at a young age. Q Sports Live had just been started as a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even part of Q Sports Live yet. And Mike Robinson was helping do the commentary. Mike loved to jump in there, right?
Yeah.
And Mike said, I don't know why he's not shooting the 5 ball here. And I heard him clear as day. And I just thought, I don't know why I'm not shooting the 5 here.
Right?
And I reevaluated and I shot the 5 and I ran out. Thanks, Mike.
Right? You get the assist.
Mike got the assist. And I always remembered that and then tried to like make that conscious effort
of
to
course.
not do that.
And you got it correct, Matty Boy, on YouTube, 2024 CWC, all caps, no spaces.
3-3, what a match. We've had so many great matches.
Oh, it's crazy.
Been a day full of close ones. As predicted, short race, alternate break. As Brady would say, it's hill, no way. That's unbelievable.
Right? Miriam in on the 5, I believe.
Ooh, that was just real
That
thin
was
by the 9.
Super tight, yeah. Super tight. On to the 1 ball, then the 3, I believe.
She needs to run out here.
Oh, I might actually take the 2 ball here. Would I? Nope, I probably wouldn't.
No. I think maybe the
1, 3, 4, then 6, 7, or 7, 6, then
Well,
2, 8.
does the 8 pass the 14?
I
In the
think
low
so.
right.
Let's look.
Pocket cam will tell us.
The pocket cam should give it. Oh,
Be-
yeah.
Oh,
by
well,
a
there you go.
long
So
shot.
that's why she shot it this way.
Yep.
That's why. Because it doesn't matter when she plays the 2 this way, right?
Yep.
If the 8 goes in both corners.
Yep. Could drive a dually truck through there, like Ben says.
And she didn't need to, like, save the 1 to get on the 8 or anything like that. It's just 8 goes both ways is handy. Not a lot of angle to work with here, I don't think.
Might have to go forward. Forward 2 and out for the 7.
It's a lot of small windows to be picking there.
Yep. Anywhere up table, though.
But what's the
you're
option?
on either the 6 or the 7, right?
What is the option? Draw back to here?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe though.
I think forward 2, that would be my shot, but I'm not at the table.
Between the 15-9. We've seen them
Yeah.
pass this up over and over again, and I wonder if it is something with the way the rail is sliding, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They just know it doesn't work, so they keep doing this.
Yeah.
This is good. She's good here.
Yeah,
She can
she's
roll this
okay.
through and then play the 6 next. 6 will go on the top left next, I think. Pretty easy. And even if she ends up with a little angle on it, it's okay. That's exactly what she's going to do.
Yeah, and she's got that nice little soft touch.
She's got a nice soft touch. She's got a nice power stroke.
Yeah, she's got it all, the full meal deal.
Yeah, she's got good technique. That's why she can do whatever she wants with the cue ball.
Super, super impressive.
Yeah, we've seen, like, you know, most of these girls. Oh, it's skidded on her.
Did skid a little.
We've
for
seen
sure.
that shot skid over and over
Mm-hmm.
again. You know what it is the light cue ball.
Yeah.
Cue ball super light, makes the object ball not turn the way it's supposed to turn. It's not going to grab the spin. It's going to, like, kill the spin, right?
Yep.
It can't grab spin off a light ball. It just wants to, as Grant says, go.
I'm sorry, how did I say that again?
Yeah, exactly, right? I like what Josh said. Hill is always fun.
Hill is always fun, and this has every bit the possibility of going hill.
Naomi broke this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No ball down.
So there you go. She gets out here. Miriam breaks and runs out. It's hill.
That's right.
Peter
it would
Wood wants
be-
to know, why
That's
is
okay.
why is the cue ball light? Because it's a measle ball.
Yeah.
Because the measle ball is lighter. I don't know why they made it lighter.
Mm-hmm. Carol says, what is the price on that T-shirt? So it's a buy 3, get 1 free. T-shirts are $29.95, and they will, I assure you, become your favorite T-shirt.
U.S. dollar,
Yeah.
$29.95.
$29.95 US dollars.
Good price for a good T-shirt, really.
I'll tell you, without question, they will be your favorite T-shirt. They are so comfortable. We released them for the first time when we were in Quincy, Illinois for the BEF event, and I got to touch them and feel them for the first time in Quincy, Illinois, and I had to take one of those T-shirts, and it is now home with me. I wear it more often than anything.
Mm-hmm. I bet. I'm excited to get one.
Yeah, super,
Or
super
4.
comfortable. Yeah, or 4, yeah.
I need at least 3. That diamond drip.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
really cool designs.
I need
that,
the 3
we've come
diamond
up with.
drips for sure, like 8, 9, 10 ball, right?
Yeah. Well, and if you head on over to Jam Up Apparel, so www.jamupapparel.com, there's men's tees and ladies' tees, V-necks, you name it. It is buy any 3, get the 4th free. So pick out your 4, you'll only pay for 3.
Well, she didn't want to nudge that 2.
Nope. Put that in the hurt locker.
Yeah, now the 10 is tied up, and I mean, the 12 was already in a kind of tricky spot for
Yeah,
her.
she's looked at it several times to see if it sneaks by the 7, but I don't think it does.
Yeah. Does she go 2 rails into this 10? From here? No?
Oh, I would most certainly.
I thought she would have.
I'd make the attempt at it anyway.
It's not getting easier. Like, you see, she just pointed over there. She didn't want to be this close to the 15. That makes queuing at the 11 awkward.
Shooting over top.
But she wants to be over there and then try to move the 10, I think.
Yeah.
Joanne Ashton with the first game on the board over there, looking to get in the final 6.
Well, scratch on the break from Joanne. That'll bring. Who's she playing?
Natalie Jacob.
Yes.
No.
Bring Natalie.
The winner's going to play Vero. Winner plays Vero tonight.
Yeah.
Winner of Natalie Chabot and Maureen plays Brittany.
In fact, we could essentially or potentially have that match. Joanne and, if Joanne wins, Joanne and Vero. Depending on how fast or slow these time out. Oh, you're very welcome, Carol.
No, I would absolutely guess that, Grant. Because these ladies are going to be done like in, the next half an hour. But those other 2 matches are going to be another hour.
Yep.
At least. Sounds like dinner.
Dinner? What's that? You mean we can eat?
It sounds like we might get dinner tonight.
I don't have to chew on Timbits anymore?
Because I think it's just like 1-0 and 1-0,
It is now 2-1, Natalie.
Okay, yeah. Well, so that'll probably be the one then. It's because they'll probably finish first, right? They've already
would
played
imagine,
3 games. Yeah. They'll probably finish first. The winner of that'll play Brittany probably over here.
Yeah.
They'll just fire us a match over here, which is good. It'll still be a little while after this, I would have to think, unless Natalie just totally runs away with that one. Oh, the bank.
What a shot. And gets under the 2.
Not just the bank.
Come on.
Not just the bank. That was that for a shot. Shot of the match so far.
Who's got the shot of the tournament so far?
It's tough to tell. It's still so early. I think it was like Joanne had a jump. There was big bank shot by Denise. She just hammered
that was it. That was it so far.
But I feel like the bank shot, like as good as it was.
Yeah, she didn't finish.
I mean, it would be super rare for it to not be beat, right?
Yeah.
This was arguably better. I wouldn't try to move this without a referee.
I think that's fairly easy to move.
No,
just have Brittany do it.
The 8 and the 10, right?
Yeah.
They're going to call Brittany to do it?
Yeah. Do you see the way Britt removed that rack?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was a wizard with it. Yeah, look, you got to be very careful. The 10 can move here.
Gotta.
No, the 10's going to move. Oh.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'll clap for that. That was pretty good.
Job well done.
Somebody else clapped too. I thought that was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when they clap for the ref. Thankless job.
Right? I know all about that.
She's right to get it removed, because she's got to play this with top, and that's when that thing kicks on you.
Yep.
Big old bank shot.
Yeah.
Run it up, play the 7 in the corner.
Olivier says, will the 9-ball final be tomorrow? It will.
The semifinal and the final, yeah. Yeah, Alton, she's going to run it up, play the 7 in the side. No. She forgot to make the deuce. Well, she might have only left the 15 here. She did only leave the 15.
Yep.
Or a safety, but I don't see the safety happening.
No.
She'll get the rest out, cut the 15 in.
That Miriam can spear these in from a mile away.
It's Naomi's shot, but yep.
No, I know if Naomi plays a safe.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I see what you mean. I would assume the safe would be a hook, otherwise she won't play it. That's what confused me there for a
Yes.
second.
Although the hook here is rather difficult. I don't
Just
see
have
where
to,
you'd play
she'd
the
have
hook.
to creep up on the 9 off the side of the 10 here. It's kind of what she's looking at. Like kind of a little 2 rails soft onto the 9. As long as you cover the 7, that's the main thing there.
Yeah.
If you do play that shot, make sure you cover the 7. She's got to play the 15. I think she knows it. She's just trying
for
to talk
sure.
herself out of it.
Yeah. Well, it's a reach and a half, and with the rest, I would imagine.
Yeah, Brenda says Naomi's cut on that last day was pretty awesome. The other thing that was pretty awesome was the celebration after. I loved it.
I don't know that she can see the 9. That's part of the problem.
Yeah,
I think she's either on the 10 or the 15.
Josh's call isn't horrible. Thin the 15, the right side. Try to go behind the 8-10. It's not the worst call there, pal. Valerie cheering on Naomi. I really think she just needs to cut this 15. It's not that hard of a shot.
No. I think the only reason she's not done it yet is the reach.
The rest.
She's got to use the rest. But she's pretty proficient with this thing.
She's very good with this.
Like day 1, we saw her take it out of the rack and flip it, catch it,
Yeah.
set it down, and fire it in.
And fire. She's got the fancy flip. It is pretty thin, though. This above view that we have almost doesn't do it justice. The camera angle shows it a bit thinner.
Yeah. To the heart, knocks the 7 out of the way, but
And
out
in
of
the
the
way.
frying pan into the fire.
She's so sick about that, too. You see how
She almost wanted to just javelin toss the rest.
but just very delicately puts it down instead, like with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty great.
I loved seeing that controlled aggression.
The character is awesome. I always say pool needs more character, right?
Yep. Well, she's still on it, right? She just has to roll up on the 15. She's on the 10, draw underneath the 9. It's a little more moving than what she had to do, but
Yeah,
it's all there still.
Shoot this 12 in the side, and then the 10 in the low right, and then get underneath the 9.
Yep.
It's not so bad.
Right? I don't know
Sometimes
why.
we panic too much. You know?
I don't even know why she's bothering. Miriam should just give it to her. She's out.
That's right. She'd love to give it to herself.
Yeah, most certainly she would. Yeah, she's on it good.
Yeah, she really is in a good spot here. We can look at this pocket cam for a second here to show you how much room there is on this 10 ball once she's ready to shoot it. But it's got lots of room. You could drive dualies trucks through there.
Indeed.
Excuse me.
Go into the pocket cam whenever she's ready. Pretty sure the cut on the 8 was the shot at the tourney from Miriam.
Actually, yeah. It was from Naomi, right?
Or Naomi, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, not feeling it. She can't decide if she wants to roll it or if she wants to kind of spin it,
Well, if you
Stun
roll
it,
it,
draw it.
If you roll it and catch the 8, that cannot turn out well.
Well, I think it misses the 8. Pocket cam's super deceiving for that. Look at the other view. This one. Misses the 8 for sure. 1,000%.
Anywhere but behind the 7.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Just giving it the be sure.
Of course.
Very important rack.
Yep.
First one to the hill here. And she knows Miriam breaks next, and she's been hitting them pretty good.
Well, and if she gives this up to Miriam, then it's 4-3 Miriam with her break.
It's mostly what I just said.
Yep.
It's exactly what I just said. She overran this a little. That's why you could see her giving it the extra thought, right? Because she maybe knew that this was possible to overrun it a bit like this.
Yeah. Joanne now up 2-0.
Yeah, you'd have to think she'll handle that match.
Yeah.
It's the next one that's the real task.
That's right.
And then everyone after that.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier.
She's going to play this in the top right. This is a tough shot. Sometimes they'll play this in the top left, but I think she would maybe be slightly hampered by the 7 if she did that. Ever so slightly.
To the heart, butter smooth.
Kind of blinks a little like, yeah, I did hit it that good?
Oh, yeah, you
That's
did.
great. That's awesome. I am that good.
Naomi through to the hill.
Okay. See what Miriam's got here for the break shot.
The battle back.
The most important break shot she's had so far.
Yep.
Curious what the discussion was over there. And then
Yeah.
she went over and asked Vero something. Can they turn down the music?
Something.
Do you think that was maybe it?
Nope, but at least it's not as pounding as yesterday. Yesterday, it was a virtual dance club.
Yeah, no, I do wonder if that's what Miriam just went and asked Joanne or Vero.
Yeah.
If it was possible for them to A, turn the music down, B, stop the disco ball.
Yeah. Natalie Chabot up 2-1.
Yeah, Miss Chabot. Elvis, yeah, we love the pocket cam, buddy.
I love it.
Love it. Oh, she's breaking head ball here? Wasn't she breaking second ball before?
She was, but 3-ball. 3-ball in a pocket. Look at the layout.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Magic rack out of there.
Yep.
The perfect rack. It's perfect, but you don't want to leave it on the table if you don't have to.
Nope. And
Especially
neither,
if you're shooting over it right
yeah,
away.
neither of those balls are on the rack.
Yeah, that's what she just came over to look. Is the one on there? No. Get that out of there.
Get out of here.
Come on, Miriam. We want to see a hill.
Yeah, we do.
We don't really care who wins, but we like these matches going to the distance.
That's right.
Let's keep the crowd in it.
Keep me in it.
Yeah, that too. Keeps us awake.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Pattern play is going to be of paramount importance here.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it either which way, whether she goes 5-4 or 4-7.
I don't hate the 4 first here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-ball, little bit of draw. 7-ball, 2-6, 5-8.
Oh, yeah. Does set really nice after you execute this proper, right? 7-2-6.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. That could be it. Well,
Well, There's some work.
Sat right on top of there, but they both go in this lower right, the 9 and the 11.
Yeah, and what does Naomi have to start with here?
Maybe
The back cut on the 12.
That's right. Good save.
Thank you.
There's a possible combo, this 14-10 maybe.
Yeah, well, you could play the 14 off the 10 into the side.
It could do that. It's maybe a little thin. That's what she's looking at, though. It's just maybe a little thin where you lose the cue ball a bit. And you got to hit it pretty hard, right?
Yep.
I think the 12. I think the 12's a shot. I mean, she could thin the 15 in.
Yeah, she
Might
could.
even give her shape over their short side, but I like this 12.
She's checking everything out. I didn't think she was going to pull the trigger there.
No,
She
I didn't
was-
think so either, but she was certainly psyching us out.
Yep.
I don't think she's pulling it here either.
Nope. I think she's just checking out all the potentials.
Catchy loves that. Catchy like gets down on every ball before he's ready to shoot
Yeah.
it. You get down, just see how it feels once my chin is on the cue. It looks
That's
different
it.
from up here,
Of course.
especially when you're as tall as him.
Yeah. His head's in a different weather zone.
He's in the skyscraper, struggling for oxygen up there.
That's right.
So
And
big
he
boy.
is extremely tall because I'm 6 foot and he's taller than I am.
He's a big boy. Like he looks big on TV, and then
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
him in Vegas, and I was like, "Holy smokes!
Yeah.
He's a giant." It would be a David and Goliath if him and Peggy Lyon played, and they have. Actually, I think Catchy ran the set on him once, right?
Yep.
8 and out, and nobody was happier than Alex. Was the best part about it, right? Alex was like cheered for him. Alex was so happy.
Of course.
He's like, I can't believe you just ran the set on me. That is amazing.
That's
8 and
awesome.
out. I saw
Well,
it
look
every
at
day.
what,
See an 8 and
who
out.
was it against Aloysius?
Yeah, Koping
Koping
Chung
Chung.
made all 99 balls
Yep.
and won 11-0.
Did not miss a single ball.
He made the one in the side on every single break.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be that easy.
But he just nailed it.
Okay, I like this. She's going to try the combo. I think it's super playable because of how close she is to the 14 and how close the 14 is to the 10.
Well, I like it only because if you get it right, you're rewarded. If you get it wrong, there's really not a shot there for Merriam
As long as
other
you don't
than
leave
the
7.
I was
Don't
just
leave
going to
the
say
7
other
on,
than
yeah.
the 7 back cut, but
Just don't leave it. Just don't leave it there. Maybe, you know.
yeah, maybe a little bit of follow here.
Joshua says, "Who's taller, Chang Junlin or Catchy?" It's Catchy.
Yeah.
Chang's a tall boy, but
Yeah, Catchy is.
Catchy actually towers over Chang a bit.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Good control. And that was one-way traffic. She was selling out if she missed that.
Yep.
So good amount of confidence shown in that shot.
Yeah. Well, and I like 7 rolling up for the 4.
Absolutely. That's what you do here.
7 ball just
Oh,
below
no,
the 6.
she strikes.
Oh, yes. Never mind.
Otherwise, for sure, that's
Otherwise,
what you do
that's
there.
yes.
I think the shot here is the 15.
Yeah.
2
Play to
rails.
the left side.
Right over there.
Yep.
And once you execute that shot, you're out of the wood. You're out of the woods. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like you should be out from there. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean you have to be. Just
Yeah.
means you should be.
I agree.
If it goes right, it's going to start to look easier. And Joanne is still up 2-0 over there. Looks like still it's 2-1 still Natalie Chabot. But she's on the 8. Tricky 8. Those are the 2 B-side matches. 8 players left out of 35 began this morning. Nice speed. Look at this. Going to be absolutely inch perfect.
Yep.
She's
that
on.
will do.
She's on the 11, I think, or the 9.
I think I prefer the 9 ball go back up the same way.
If she's super straight like this, draw back, play the 9 next, right?
Yeah.
but if it's a little off angle going towards the 4, then maybe not. But I think it is like almost dead straight.
Can't quite tell. Oh, it's got some angle to it.
Yeah, it does, but just a little. It's like enough to pinch it back a bit.
Yeah,
you know?
just like that. Just like that.
And this is premium angle on the 9 to get to the 12 next.
Yeah,
The
not
9,
a lot
12,
to do.
and then the 14, 13, or the 13, 14 is fine. She's going to close this one out, you know, and this is going to mean a lot to her.
Oh,
After
for sure it
after
will.
getting to the A final of both the last events and falling short,
Yeah,
yeah, just being in the hot seat's going to mean a lot to her here.
yeah.
Trying not to get distracted, though. There's a lot going on in this room right now.
Sure is.
That's what she was waving her hand around about. Is there somebody we can't see underneath here that's just moving around a bit? Looking
Oh,
good.
yeah. This is perfect.
I think she plays a 14 next.
Oh, yeah.
Because 13
12,
to the 8
14,
so
13,
easy.
8, for sure. There's nothing to do. It's a hit and stick on 12.
A little 2-inch draw she was looking at there is going to be perfect. Just got to watch you don't grip it.
Yep.
Draw it too far. That happens with the carbon.
Like this.
It's okay. This is perfect. She can trickle it in.
Yep.
She's
Just float it.
got premium position to finish this match off. Wow. It looked like it was going to be the Miriam show again.
It sure did. But we've seen this type of position before where Naomi prefers to go 2 rails around instead of floating.
Not this time.
I'm going to say hopefully she's learned.
Yeah, no, she has. She's
Not
just
this
being
time.
very precise with where she wants to roll this cue ball to, and that's a sign of a very good player.
Yep.
Because she's been in this spot enough times, took it for granted, and paid the ultimate price.
Yeah.
And she's not doing that anymore. She well overhit this, though.
Well,
She let it go a bit.
Overcut it to the bottom side of the pocket.
That's what made her lose it a bit. And now this just got quite a bit tougher.
It sure did. This brings in the 2 ball.
You can't really draw this to play the 8 on the
Nope.
side.
You got to play the bump into the 2.
She
Unfortunately.
She does. That's all she's got, you know.
She's got to play the bump into the 2.
Just curious if she'd be talking to herself, because you think she'd be livid with how that turned out.
Mm-hmm.
She'd try to hit half of the 2 and get it bounce off that side rail, too. Otherwise, she's going to have a real tough shot on the 8.
Yep.
And you don't want a tough shot to win the match, you know. You kind of want an easy one, take the pressure off.
Well, if you're really lucky with it, you just shave the 2 and the cue ball comes a little bit farther down table and you'll have the 8 in the side.
How did this camera get moved again?
Which camera?
The side one.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let's not worry about it right now.
No, I can fix that after in a heartbeat.
Oh, we didn't tape the tripod.
Nope.
I think one piece of tape on that tripod and it won't move. Oh, it's skidded. It's skidded. She got a
totally
wicked
skidded.
thick contact.
Yep.
And they're pulling Miriam. Oh, wow. No, that's a byproduct of the shot before.
I agree.
Big time it is.
Yeah.
Wow. The twists and turns in this match, wow.
Well, I think it's kind of faded out to go hill.
It is fated. It is fate.
Fate has written the rule to say this match is going hill.
The pool gods have decided.
Yep. And sometimes there's just nothing you can do when they decide that.
And Natalie Chabot up 3-1 now over there. Crowd's
Indeed.
cheering her on too.
Joanne up 2-0, but her opponent's at the table. Long shot on the 4 ball, but it's only the 4 and 8 left on the table. Yeah. Miriam just needs to float the 7.
She could shoot the 4 or the 5.
She could. I would prefer getting rid of that 7 ball.
Does it? It does go by the 8?
I think so. Maybe it's a thinner cut than what I think. I think it goes by the 8 all day long. She can float this in and be on the 4 or the 5.
Yeah, I like that if it's not too thin for sure and you can hold it.
Oh, all day long. Could
We
drive 2 Julie trucks through there.
And David says, we just love jinxing pool players. Eh? We don't even know what you're talking about, David.
No, there's no such thing.
Shouldn't you still be at work or something?
Right? You have a job to do.
I think your boss said you're late. You had to put in some extra hours
That's
for all
right.
that time you spent in Calgary.
Yeah,
last
pinning
month.
posts and stuff like that.
You just think you can just spend 3 weeks in Calgary and just go back to work and not have to work long shifts? Can't jinx her here.
Nope.
Tell you that right now.
She is inch perfect.
Naomi to break Hill.
Yep.
Giving the crowd what they came to see. Listen for the cheer.
Oh, yeah. Let's go Hill, baby.
She says, come on, a little more, a little more, a little more. Keep it going.
Yeah. I thought Miriam gave it away. And that Naomi was going to take full advantage.
She said, okay, if you didn't want it.
Yep. I'll take it.
Oh, man, I never would have guessed, like, from where she landed on that side shot.
Oh, no way.
It's game over already.
Yep.
Maybe thinking too much. Thinking,
Yeah,
oh, what a
paralysis.
relief to win this A-side for once.
Got paralyzed by it a little bit.
But she can still get the job done here.
Indeed.
There was no fist bump or nothing
Uh-uh.
there, eh? Nope. That's the
It
first.
is all
The
business.
first time I've seen that from these ladies. Usually they hug each other before the final game.
Yep.
There was no love lost there at all.
Nope. This is all about business.
Okay, biggest break of her week so far.
Let's see if she leans into this one.
Oh, she's gonna let a little frustration out.
Yeah. 11 goes.
She got a good follow through. She made a ball. She got a couple good kisses. And this is all you can ask for.
Yup.
Wow, and
this
more.
is just wide.
When do you ever
open.
see racks like this at Hill Hill?
This is just huge wide open. 9 ball does squirt
If
past
the 9 goes,
13.
you can shoot high ball, and
Oh,
it's super duck soup.
Yep.
Because when you shoot the 13, you get thin on the 14, or I called it the 14.
Aha.
The
I
12.
got you.
The 12. Yeah, you're getting to me, Grant. You get thin on the 12, but the 4 holds the cue ball for the
Yep.
14, and you're stone cold out all day long.
Yep. There would. Yeah. This is it.
Can't jinx her here, David.
No, this is the shot. This is game-winning shot right here. This is the opening shot.
Kent takes solids. My first glance was solids, but then I
Oh,
started
yeah,
to look
nope.
around, like the 12 to the 14 is so duck soup that you definitely shoot stripes. And it was a little deceiving that 9 went in with that much room.
Yeah, there was a ton of room.
Dooley's trucks.
Dooley's trucks in
Dooley's trucks are driving through there.
The only thing that could go wrong is if she takes this 13 and really pops it and gets in behind the 1.
Yeah, like overrun, but I'm thinking come up way short, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Holy smoke, she's going for
it. Oh, yeah, she's stone cold out.
She really went for it there. And I thought she didn't need to do that.
No, because the 4's sitting right
'Cause
there
the
as a
4
stopper.
saves you anyway.
It is a backstop.
Man, if I jinx her of getting out here, I don't know
Dude,
if I can finish the rest of
You're
this tournament.
banned.
They're going to have to, like, I'm going to have to give some of the money back and just leave.
Oh, no.
It's okay. It's okay.
Did
Don't
not
panic.
want to be hampered by the 4, though.
The 14 is fine here. This is fine. Nobody panic. Especially her.
In fact, I'm probably not shooting the 14. I think I'm going to shoot the 15 for the 10.
Depends which one has a better angle, you know. If the 14 has a small angle to go to the side rail, then that's fine. Then you shoot the 10 next. Because the 15 is easier to get on than the 14 later.
Yeah, but you can put yourself right behind the 15 and have to play the combo.
I think this angle is deceiving. I think she's okay to just stop right there. Yep. No problem.
Powers it.
I wasn't panicking at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I kind of was panicking.
I really was. I'm like, could I jinx her again? No, please, don't do it.
You didn't have to panic, Ben. I did.
She's good here.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to clutch it. But you can tell,
dead perfect.
You can tell that the adrenaline is flowing.
It's flowing for sure.
Big time flowing. And this is what I talked about earlier. Like, I don't care how seasoned you are. If you say you're not nervous, you're lying through your teeth.
If you're not nervous, you don't care enough.
Check your pulse. And that's right. You don't care enough. Exactly. And you know what? Look at the way she plays. She really cares.
Of course she cares.
So, you know she's feeling it. But this is quality stuff from her. Man, she got a good break just when she needed it most.
She just crushed the break. Oh, and went after it. Whoa, slow up.
She just wanted to have a nice, easy one on the 8, and she's got it. I thought she'd go one rail, but she didn't want to see it skid again. Yep. She was remembering the skid from the game before. Smart.
She put the B-sure stroke.
That was very smart. I was trying to think, why would she do that when she could just top it nice and soft, you know? Oh, let's see if she celebrates. She's going to be pumped. She's going to celebrate.
She's going to celebrate for sure. Miriam, Naomi getting the job done. What a break to cinch the match. Naomi with the win, 54 over Miriam Lafranchise.
Little bow there. I like it.
Yeah. Good finish. That will send Miriam off to the one-loss side. What a break. Right from the start, you knew it.
Oh, man. She's got to be so relieved right now. Like, just guaranteed. The weight of the world lifted off her shoulders right there.
Yep.
Okay, Joanne up 3-1, Natalie Chabot up 3-1, and Grant and I are going to try to go get something to eat quick. We'll be right back.
I love it.
We won't be long.
That's right.
Don't
we appreciate you tuning in. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the team, make sure you've gone onto our Facebook page. Give us a like and a follow. Make sure your notifications are turned on. That way you're notified each and every time that we go live. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here in a few minutes.